Look at me. Look serious now.
Layla and brother Rowan pose for photos. Not the most flattering portraits.
There we go. Is that you?
But
really?
for these Victoria kids, it could be their most important.
Who's that?
Their photos go into this book prepared by Child Find BC, part of the All About Me ID kit.
Good job.
The booklet contains details police can use to help locate and identify the children should they ever disappear.
Our mandate is to try and make sure that we can do what we can do to keep kids safe in our communities.
Child Find BC says 50,000 Canadian kids go missing annually.
Just under 10,000 in British Columbia. That's way too many kids that are leaving their homes and going missing, sometimes for a short period, sometimes for a long period. Sometimes they're not found.
It can happen. You think that no one is going to take your child because you're going to be watching over them 100%. Well, there's that split second that you don't, because you've allowed them to become a child and let them play, and it's that split moment that happens, that it could happen, and that's what happened to us.
This used to be a children's playground. Crystal's son, Michael Dunahee, was just 4 years old when he was last seen here in 1991.
So long ago, but it's still very, very fresh as to what happened. We got there and I allowed him to go to the playground. Did up his hood because it was windy and told him to stay there and wait for Daddy, and said just stay at the playground and wait. And Bruce was maybe a couple minutes behind him. So from the time walking from our car to help me get Caitlin and my gear down to the field, and then him going back to the playground, he was gone.
And after 22 years of searching, Michael Dunahee is still missing.
We're still living it. We just don't know when it will come.
Child Find says that cases like Michael Dunahee's are extremely rare. The RCMP reports that in nearly all abduction cases, children are taken by family members or by people known to the family and not by complete strangers.
There's kids that run away. Not all kids are abducted. That's the rarest of circumstances. Those are the circumstances that gather media attention. But there's still a circumstance out there where children are not feeling comfortable for whatever reason in their environments.
Steve says a majority of kids flee because they don't feel safe in their own home. Domestic violence, sexual abuse, or bullying are likely causes. Still others are lured away by internet connections or friends.
Now, we have a lot of work to do as a society.
Child Find prepares families for the worst while educating parents to teach their kids to be safe by providing tips on dealing with bullying and the internet, as well as basic street smarts, like traveling in groups and learning who to trust.
We used to tell kids that it was stranger danger and to be careful and don't ever talk to strangers. That's not good advice anymore. We need to identify who we can go up to as children when we're in trouble, what authority figures look like, and we can do that through the education programs that we provide to communities throughout British Columbia. Excellent. Good. Our hope is that as children get older, parents can sit down with their kids and talk to them in a really frank way about how to be safe. Not to create paranoia, but to make sure that education is in place so parents can do the right thing for their kids.
For more information on how to better protect your children, visit the Child Find BC website. In Victoria, I'm Paul Beilstein.